Hello, it's me, Vicki, again. And in today's video, we're going to look at some common mistakes, algunos errores comunes that Spanish speakers, well, not only Spanish speakers, that people make when they're learning English. So we're going to look at 10 common mistakes. I think it's 10, let's see. Yep, especially to the level of B1. Okay, so number one. The first common mistake that we're going to look at is a subject and verb agreement. In other words, the subject and the verb have to agree. But sometimes it's difficult with some words. For example, people, la gente, in English is plural. So we would say the people are angry. Yeah, not the people is angry. En español es la gente es enfadada. Pero en inglés es la gente son. Yeah, it's plural. The people are angry. And then these other examples, the list of names is long. And it is long because it's the list. This is describing the list. Eso describe la lista. La lista de nombres es larga. But of course, if we were talking about the names, si hablamos de los nombres, the names are many. Los nombres son muchos, porque eso es plural. So, a common mistake that people make when they're speaking English is they don't get correct the connection between the subject and the verb. So, people, the people are angry, plural. The list of names is long. The names are many. Okay, number two. Sometimes people get confused between gone and went. So gone is the past participle of the verb to go. Yeah, el participio pasado del verbo ir, to go. Well, in inglés, to go. And went es el preterito del verbo ir. Fui or fuiste, fue, etc. So let's have an example. She had already went to the bathroom? No, she had already gone to the bathroom. Yeah, so we would use the gone, the past participle. So we would use went when we're saying maybe yesterday she went to the bathroom. Ayer fue al baño. But había ido al baño. Ido is gone. And el verbo ir en preterito is went. So here is a tip, un consejito. Gone is always needs an auxiliary verb. So gone solo usamos con verbo auxiliar. Had gone, have gone, will have gone, would have gone. But without an auxiliary verb, we would not use gone. That would be when we would use went. Okay. Number three, the difference between look, to see, and to watch. Do you know the difference? So look is like mirar, to look at something. See is como ver, to see something. And watch is como mirar o ver, pero cuando estás mirando algo atentamente, como un programa en la tele, un partido de tenis, when you're watching something. So, look, see, watch. slightly different meanings. What are you looking at? ¿Qué miras? Yeah, what are you looking at? ¿Qué miras? Can you see him? ¿Puedes verlo? Can you see him? And the last one, to watch. I watched the telly last night. So that would be miré or vi la tele anoche. Okay? So look, see, watch. Slightly different. Like mirar y ver. Okay, number 4. This is quite tricky. A lot of English people get this wrong. Muchos, incluso yo, muchas personas a veces pienso, oh, ¿cuál es? Loan or lend. In America, they tend to use loan. In England or Britain, we use lend. So loan is more American, lend more English, British, and borrow. Okay, so you loan or lend something to me. Yeah, you loan something to me, or you lend something to me, and I borrow from you. So creo que en español los dos son prestar, ¿no? Pienso. But sí, you loan to me and I borrow from you. So let's have some examples. Can you lend me your shoes? Yeah, ¿puedes prestarme tus zapatos? You can borrow my coat. You can borrow my coat. Can you lend me your shoes? You can borrow my coat. Do you understand? Difficult. Yeah, lend or loan and borrow. So the 5th common mistake is the difference between since and for. Okay? Since and for. When do we use since and when do we use for? Well, for we use when it's not necessary to calculate the time. Cuando no sea necesario calcular la cantidad del tiempo. Por ejemplo, I have known him for 5 years. I have known him for 5 years. Lo he conocido durante 5 años. Yo digo 5 años, o no es necesario calcular cuánto tiempo le he conocido. Pero si digo, I have known him since 2017. Le o lo he conocido desde hace 2017. En esto hay que pensar, ¿qué año estamos? Bueno, estamos en 2021, le he conocido desde hace 2017, entonces 4 años. So, when you have to calculate, cuando tienes que calcular cuánto tiempo es since. Pero si el tiempo es claro, es for. I have known him for 5 years. I have known him since 2017. Okay, number 6, we're looking at some writing mistakes. Now, it's important not to use text speak, what we call text speak. When we send texts by WhatsApp or Messenger or whatever, we use abbreviations, don't we? Like in Spanish as well, we use, instead of por, en vez de por, ponemos un X, por ejemplo. In English as well, but it's important when you're at school or when you're doing an exam or when you're doing your homework not to use text speak. Here's some examples. IDK. IDK, I don't know. Okay. It's good to put it in the text. It makes the text quicker, but not in your homework or in your exam. Okay? TBH, to be honest. So, again, not in your homework or in an exam. So don't use text speak when you're at school, okay? IDK, I don't know. TBH, to be honest. Okay, another important thing that you shouldn't do is use long sentences, what we call run-on sentences. Sentences, oraciones que van muy largos. Eso no, in inglés no. It's better short than long. Es mejor demasiado corto que demasiado largo, ¿sabes? So, for example, I went to the shops and I bought a book and I came home and I read it every day. No, you have to split it. Yes, I went to the shops. Full stop. I bought a book. Full stop. Then I came home and I read it every day. For example, I mean, there are different ways you can split it, but one big long sentence is not good. Better short sentences. If you want to get a good mark in your exam, short sentences. Oh, the apostrophe S, difficult. A lot of British people, including me, we get this wrong. We forget. Sometimes other people who've learned English as a foreign language know better the apostrophe. Apostrophe is difficult. So, of course, we use the apostrophe to say possession. So, John's car is black. We wouldn't say el coche de John es negro. John's car is black. And the apostrophe in that case goes between John and the S. So John apostrophe S. However, if it's a plural noun ending in S, the apostrophe goes at the end. The boy's house is big. The boy's house is big. Our apostrophe goes after the S. The boy's house is big. So if it's a plural noun ending in S, the apostrophe goes at the end. Another important thing when you're doing your exam, don't forget your capital letters. On Monday, the 16th of August, John went to Madrid to study Spanish. So, Monday, capital M for days of the week. August, capital A for months of the year. Names, of course. Cities, countries as well. Madrid, yes, capital. But Spanish, Español. You know, nationalities. In Spanish, we don't use capital letters for all these things. So, on Monday, the 16th of August, John went to Madrid to study Spanish. Don't forget to get your capital letters correct. You need to say your capital letters correctly, write your capital letters correctly. Okay, and the last one in this video, this is how you have to remember that some plural nouns we don't just add S. So sometimes people get their plural nouns incorrectly. So I have 3 children, not children's. Yeah, I have 3 children. A lot of women are nurses, not a lot of women's are nurses. We saw a lot of gooses. No, we saw a lot of geese. Okay, so maybe one day I'll do a video on the plural nouns that change, that aren't, you don't add S. So children, not children's, women, not women's, gooses, geese, not gooses. Okay, so there you go. That's 10 common mistakes that people make when they're speaking English. Okay, so that's it for this video. Eso es todo para este video. Thank you for being here with me to learn English or Spanish. I appreciate it. So, gracias por estar aquí conmigo para aprender inglés o español. Te lo agradezco mucho. Why not stay a little while with me and keep me company? Watch a few more videos to learn Spanish or English. If you feel like it, of course. Quédate conmigo un rato para aprender inglés o español. Para darme compañía. Si te apetece, claro. And finally, as always, finalmente, como siempre, que tu Dios vaya contigo. May your God go with you. And I will see you real soon in the next video. Y te veo muy pronto en el próximo video. Gracias. Thank you. Adiós.